Hello, here is a video on financial statements of limited companies and statement of change in equity. So I'm going to go through an example with you. We've got the equity section of the statement of financial position of Chelgra plc at the 31st of March 2023 is shown below. So here's the equity section here. We've got ordinary shares of £1 each fully paid of £700,000. So the nominal value there is £1. Share premium is £110,000. That's the excess above the nominal value for shares which have been issued. And retained earnings, £475,000. That's the profits from the past which have not been distributed to the shareholders. That's going to give us a total there of equity of £1,285,000. Now, a few things have happened now. On the 1st of October 2024, the directors issued 200,000 new ordinary shares at a price of £1.40 each, and the issue was fully subscribed. So all the shares were fully paid for. Now, the £1.40, you need to compare it with the nominal value of £1. Now, that's higher than the nominal value of £1, so that means we're going to have a share premium account. So, we'll go on to that in a few moments. During the year ended on 31st of March 2024, dividends paid totaled £240,000, and the profit for the year ended on 31st of March 2024 was £350,000. Now, this is what we ought to do. Prepare the statement of changes in equity. So, let me just check the spelling for changes there. Prepare a statement of change in equity of Chelgra plc for the year ended the 31st of June 2024 and use the table provided. So the table provided is just down below. So it's all been sent out there for you. Now we've got some workings out to do for this one. And it's going to involve the issue of shares. Now before I do that, I'm going to fill in the top row of the statement of change in equity. The balance is at the 1st of July 2023. Now they're going to come directly from your information in the question from the equity section. So your issued share capital is your ordinary shares of £1 each fully paid. So that's going to be £700,000. The share premium, again, is going to come directly from the equity section in the question. So share premium we have here, £110,000. And finally, the retained earnings we have are £475,000. Now, so in this example, I've given you the total column. So we now need to total those three figures together. If you total them together, they'll come to £1,285,000. Now, that, just to check it, that will be the same as the figure in the question for your total equity section. If it's not, then that means we input an incorrect figure. Next, we have issue of shares. So go back to the information in the question. Our shares have got a nominal value of £1, and we issued at a share price of £1.40, which means we're going to have a share premium element. So first of all, I put down the value of the shares issued. So this is the total amount I'm going to receive. It's 200,000. And the price was, if I go back to the question, they were £1.40. So £1.40. So the total value of the shares issued is going to be £200,000, sorry, 200,000 shares, times the £1.40, gives us a total of £280,000. Now we've got to split that between the issued share capital and the share premium. So we have the 200,000 shares, and for share capital we have the nominal value. And the nominal value is the £1. So the issued share capital element is going to be the 200,000 shares times the £1. That's going to be £200,000. Share premium, again, we take the 200,000 shares and we times it by the share premium amount. And the share premium amount is the £1.40, the issue price, take away the nominal value of £1, so it's going to be £0.40. So the amount of the share premium is going to be 200,000 shares times the share premium of 40 pence, which gives a total of £80,000 for share premium. So now I can go down to my statement of change in equity, my issue of shares. So the issued share capital is going to be our £200,000, and the share premium amount is going to be the £80,000. So there's nothing for retained earnings for our issue of shares. So our total then should be £280,000, which it is. Now we have the profit for the year. So go back to the question for the information profit for the year. Profit for the year ended at 31st March 2024 was £350,000. So that goes into the retained earnings. That's where profits are stored. So we've got a figure of £350,000. Let me just check that's the correct figure. That's right, it's £350,000 there. So that's going to increase our retained earnings. So we're going to be adding it on. And then my total here will be £350,000 for that row. Then we have dividends paid. Now, dividends paid are going to be coming out of the profits. So we're giving some of the profits to our shareholders. So it's going to come out of retained earnings, and it's going to be negative because it reduces the amount of retained earnings. So back to the question then, the amount of dividends paid. So during the year, dividends paid totaled £240,000. So we have a negative £240,000. And again, my total for that column will be negative £240,000. So to finish it off now, we need a total balance at the 30th of June 2024. So we total each column. So issued share capital is going to be £900,000. Share premium is going to be £190,000. Retained earnings is going to be £585,000. And the total column is going to be £1,675,000. Now, before we finish the question, we want to check that figure because that's the total going down. So we want to check the three figures going across to see if they total the same amount. And they do. They total £1,675,000. So we know we've got all the figures in the correct places. So that's a little video on statement change in equity involving issue of shares with a share premium, profit for the year, and dividends paid. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care then. Goodbye.